Hello, and welcome to another edition of Orion at Your Library. I am your host, Brittany Werner. On today's episode, we'll speak with the Head of Youth Services, Deborah Riefier, about the annual Battle of the Books. We'll also speak with Outreach Coordinator Gina Crother about International Game Day. Kathleen Keselowski updates us on upcoming teen and adult programs. And finally, we'll end today's program with our monthly conversation with Director Karen Knox. All this plus more coming up on Orion at Your Library. We begin today's program with a look at the annual Battle of the Books. Hi, I'm here with Deb, the Head of Youth Services, and she's going to tell us more about the Battle of the Books. Hi, Deb. Thank you so much for being on the show. Can you tell us more about Battle of the Books?
Yes, the Battle of the Books has been going on since the 1980s at this library, and involves just fifth graders in the community. They can go to our public schools or to our private schools, or they can be homeschooled. For the children to sign up, it will be on November 18th on a Tuesday evening, and we will have a 5:30 registration time and a 7 o'clock registration time, in which I will explain all the battles of the book, and the books will be revealed. At this point, it is a secret, but I can tell you that we have chosen 15 wonderfully fantastic, interesting books for all fifth graders to read.
So is this event geared towards individuals specifically, or is this more of a team-based event?
Actually, they have to form teams. We like them to be in a team of either 3 to 5 students. I get asked often if they have to all go to the same school. No, they do not. A stadium child can form a team with a child from Orion Oaks, with a homeschooled child, with a child from St. Joseph's. That would be 4 people. That would be a team. So it's very flexible that way. The only major rule is they have to be in 5th grade, and they have to belong to the Lake Orion Library District.
So for people who are unaware of this event, can you elaborate a little bit more about the Battle of the Books?
Okay, what it is they are reading 15 books this year, and we have pulled from many genres. We have historical fiction, mystery, graphic novels, suspense, fantasy, so nonfiction. So it's a lot of things that children like to read. They'll find at least one book that they enjoy. And what they do is they read the books as a team, and they practice, and they have a parent as a coach. Very important, parents, please volunteer to coach. And we ask 50 questions on the day of the battle, and the answer is always the title of the book and the name of the author.
So when is the actual Battle of the Books taking place?
Okay, the actual battle will take place on Saturday, March 15th at 10 o'clock at Scripps Middle School. So the children have until March to read all these books. And sometimes I get asked, if I can't go to the registration night, the big kickoff night, can I still be part of the battle? And yes, you can still be part of the battle. We will accept teams all the way until February 1st.
That is amazing. Thank you so much, Deb, for being on the show.
Oh, you're welcome.
I look forward to hearing the final battle.
So do I.
Next up, we chatted with Gina Crowther about International Game Day. Take a look. Hello, I'm here with Gina Crowther, Outreach Services Coordinator, and she's going to tell us about International Game Day. Thank you so much for being on the show, Gina. Can you tell us more about International Game Day?
International Games Day at your library is part of an American Library Association international event, actually. It's in its 7th year. It started as National Gaming Day and has since changed because now there are events on all 7 continents. Last year there were over 860 libraries that participated, and we are happy to be one of the libraries joining this year. We are going to have an all-day drop-in gaming event from 10 to 4 on Saturday, November 15th, and it's for all ages. And we're going to have a lot of different tabletop games. These are games that are just what they sound like. You can sit there and play them sitting at a table. What we're going to have are not your traditional family board games. You may see some Yahtzee or Risk, but they're going to be more what I like to call different games. And what's great about this is a lot of times it'll be the very first time our patrons play them. So mom and dad, who maybe have been playing Monopoly for years, won't have any advantage over their children. And so they're all learning new games together, they're all developing strategies together, and it's just a whole lot of fun.
That sounds awesome. So if patrons are interested, how do they go about signing up?
They can just come right into the library. There's no registration required. As I mentioned, the event is from 10 to 4. It's all day long. So people can just drop in and come and play some games. They can stay all day. They can stay, a half hour, whatever they have time for.
So I know this is the library's first year participating in the International Game Day. Do you plan to make this an annual event?
Definitely. I want to continue to do this event. It's every fall, and I want to do the International Tabletop, which is every spring. And then because we have had patrons asking, I think we're going to have a couple more events and do it maybe at least every quarter.
Thank you so much, Gina, for being on the show. I look forward to hearing how International Game Night went.
Thank you very much. Everybody should come and play. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Here is Teen Services librarian Kathleen Keselowski to talk about beginning computer classes. Hi, I'm here with Kathleen Keselowski, and she's going to tell us about some upcoming events they have at the library. Hi Kathleen, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. We have a new program this fall called a Beginner's Computer Lab, and it's for patrons to come and learn how to do common computer tasks like how to set up an email address, how to attach things to an email, and it's a drop-in lab, so patrons are really encouraged to come and learn what they want to learn. We encourage them to bring their tablets, their laptops.
That's great. And when is this event taking place?
We have 3 more sessions before the end of the year, Saturday, November 8th at 10, Thursday, November 20th at 2, and Saturday, December 13th at 10.
Wonderful. You also mentioned that there's going to be a haunted house here at the library?
Yes, we have a haunted house, and setup is this Saturday for teenagers to come and set up scary props. And then Monday through Thursday next week, October 27th through the 30th, children as young as you want to bring them up to grade 5 are welcome to come through our spooky haunted house. And there'll be teenage volunteers that are haunting it. And at the end, everyone gets a piece of candy.
That's great. Yeah. Thank you so much, Kathleen, for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Head of Adult Services, Beth Sheridan, shares with us some upcoming events. Hi, I'm here with Beth Sheridan, Head of Adult Services, and she's going to tell us about some interesting programs the library has coming up. Hi, Beth.
Hi, thanks for having me. The first program I want to talk about is called Until Tuesday, A Wounded Warrior and the Golden Retriever Who Saved Him, and it's on Thursday, November 20th. And he is an author who's going to come talk about his book. The author is a former U.S. Army captain named Luis Carlos Montalvan, and he's going to discuss his experiences with life after war and how Tuesday, his loyal service dog, saved him. And he's going to have his dog next to him because he travels with him. Montalvan served 17 years, including multiple combat tours, and was honorably departed the military as a result of physical and psychological wounds sustained. Copies of his inspirational memoir, and also he has a children's book, are going to be available for purchase and signing after the program. And this program, I should mention, is funded in part by a grant from the Michigan Humanities Council and also the Friends of the Orion Township Library.
That sounds really great. Can you tell me about the other programs you have coming up?
Then we have another concert coming up 2 days later, actually, Saturday, November 22nd, and the title of that is Ragtime, Boogie, and Blues Piano Concert. And it's a pianist named Matthew Ball, and he's going to bring his rollicking concert of old-time piano fun with favorites like The Entertainer, The Swanee River, Over the Rainbow. I think it's going to be a great program. He is described as Michigan's leading boogie-woogie pianist. He lives in Oakland County, and he has a BA in both music and history and has trained extensively as a classic and jazz pianist. So it's probably a program not to miss if you like piano music. So hopefully everyone can try to make it to either of those programs.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much for being on the show again.
Oh, you're welcome. And I did want to say that both of these programs are for all ages.
Okay, wonderful. Finally, we end today's program with our monthly conversation with Director Karen Knox. Hi, I'm here with the Library Director, Karen Knox, and she's going to give us an update on the building renovations. Hello, Karen, and thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me. I'm really excited about being on the show today so that I can share with you what's going on with our building project. It's really starting to get underway. And so just to remind everybody what we're doing an interior renovation on our lobby and our youth areas. And we're starting with our lobby area. And it has started as of today, really. The lobby itself will be closed off starting on Monday, October 27th is the Monday that the lobby will start being closed to the public. And at that point, the public entrance and the front doors will be closed, and the public will be entering the building along the side door through the meeting room. There will be signage posted to direct the patrons to come in through the side door. And the reason for that is so that we can have the lobby available to all of our contractors that are going to be working there. Starting with electricians. Electricians are starting to pull new power outlets to new places so that we can power up our new technology that we're putting in the lobby, as well as provide power access to patrons who are using the facility. Then we're going to have people in to work on the walls. We're going to have the wallpaper stripped, have the walls cleaned, and put some fresh paint on the walls and put some new color in and kind of brighten things up a little bit. And then finally, we're going to rip up the old carpeting that's 25 years old, and we're going to put some new flooring in and kind of give the whole lobby a new look. And so that's hopefully going to take us about 3 weeks. if things go well. And as we know with construction projects, things tend to shift as we start. So we'll see how it goes. But for the next 3 to 4 weeks, the lobby will be off limits to the public and the staff while the contractors are working. And then we'll reopen the lobby with the new flooring, the freshly painted walls, the new electricity in place, and we'll be awaiting our new furniture. We have furniture on order. It's just the furniture sometimes takes a good 6 to 8 weeks before it can arrive. So that may not be here right away. It might take us till December to get the new furniture in place. So we might be working off of some temporary furniture in the meantime. But also, while the lobby is off limits and the public is entering through the meeting room, all of our checkout systems are going to be available in the meeting room as well. So our circulation desk will be in temporary furniture in the meeting room. So before you leave the library, instead of going to the front counter in the lobby, you'll go to this temporary spot in the meeting room to check out your items. And I'm really excited to let everybody know that we're actually going to have one of our self-check units available as well for use in the meeting room. So if you are anxious to try a self-checkout, you can check your own items out on one of our self-checks and then leave without having to talk to any of the staff if that's your preference. Hopefully that will help alleviate some lines and some bottlenecking that can sometimes happen at the circulation desk. So that'll be really great. And I just want to remind everybody, why we're doing this project as well. Last year, 2013, we did a strategic plan, and we went to the community and we said, what do you want for our library? What kind of services are you looking for? What kind of updates do you want? One of the big things that was said over and over again was that they wanted us to update our space. And so that's what we're doing. We're listening to the community. We take it very seriously. We know our building is old. It's 25 years old, and it's aged well. It's served us very well, but we know it's time to do some updates. So that's why we are taking this time to go through a temporary inconvenience of not having the lobby available, so we can get the contractors in there and working and get the updates in place. And in case you're wondering as well, we're paying for this through our fund balance. The library board has allocated some money out of our savings account to pay for it because our community said this is a priority for our library. So again, we're taking that input very seriously, and we're so excited about how things are going to look. And hopefully by the end of 2014, we'll have all of the new furniture in place, everything will be looking great, and we'll have a brand new lobby to show off to everybody. So it'll be really fun.
Wow, that sounds really exciting. I look forward to seeing what the new library will look like, and also speaking with you next month for our update.
Great, you're welcome. I look forward to seeing you next month.
Yes, that's it for this edition of Orion at Your Library. If you have any question about anything you saw in today's program, you can visit the library's website, or you can call them at 248-693-3000. On behalf of the entire crew, I am Brittany Werner, and thank you for watching.